Hello there guys, this is ProudPidgezard and welcome to our 8th episode of our Let's Play Empire Earth, and this is the Greek campaign. And it's a little strange for me because today that I'm recording it, which is the beginning of March, I'm a few days ahead of schedule luckily, but I've just moved rooms. I was upstairs in the spare room, now I'm downstairs in the, which used to be the laundry room, and when I set my computer up, my two monitors are acting a bit strange, or vice versa, and even though I've swapped them to make sure that the normal one's the right display, it doesn't seem to be working. So I'm facing the right instead of the centre, but I suppose that's not too bad. So as always, we'll listen to the little scenario of young Alexander.
Ignorance and superstition, Aristotle once grumbled as he rooted among the wild herbs growing near the coast in Mytilene. They're like twin idiots running rampant through the land. After her eventual loss to Sparta and the Peloponnesian Wars, the city of Athens lost faith in herself. And in the rising tide of fear and mysticism that followed, the old philosopher-scientist had chosen to head for higher ground. Here in Mytilene, Aristotle had commenced his studies in natural science, observing and recording the myriad characteristics of the flora and fauna. But a new storm of militarism was about to sweep across the land. A young prince named Alexander was next in line to rule the kingdom of Macedon, and a certain philosopher-scientist would soon be appointed to tutor the up-and-coming general in the ways of power.
So our objectives is to join Aristotle outside the city of Mytilene and hear what he has to say. So we'll start and see what happens. This feels weird, I'm not going straight on.
The people of Mytilene use these herbs to control rats. In the right dosage, they could be used to affect the spread of disease or famine. Well, I wonder what else of interest can be found in the area. Ah, what have we here? A remarkable breed of horses, unlike any other on the island.
Aye, we bought them from a Macedonian merchant. He said that in Macedon, these horses breed wild in the hills.
My lord Aristotle, messengers have just arrived from King Philip of Macedon. They wish to speak to you at once.
Aristotle has been summoned to Macedon, where he will take on the responsibility of tutoring King Philip's son. This is an honor of the highest possible degree. Aristotle must board the Macedonian transport at once and report to the palace on his arrival.
My lord Aristotle, welcome. Please wait here until young Alexander comes to greet you personally.
Well, before that happens, we've got 21 points to spend. So we've got cavalry spear, archers and infantry spear. Let's see, cavalry spear. Let's get armour. And archer's foot armour.
Aristotle! How good to see you again. I still remember our days at court, when your father was the royal physician. And now you've been hired to be my tutor. It is an appointment that pleases me greatly, my lord. You're looking well. The life of the prince suits you, I'd say. Where is your father, the king? He's dealing with a troublesome group of rebels, even as we speak. Then let us begin your tutoring at once, my prince. We will go and observe your father, and that will be your first lesson. All things are learned by observing the world around us.
So double check what it says. Yep, to the hilltop. When you see something like that just appear, you know you kinda need to go there.
The hill warriors are attacking! I must help my father! No, I beseech you, stay out of this fight, Your Highness. You must watch and learn. Very well. My father's phalanx tactics will cut them to shreds, even without me. We have learned something of use today, I think. I have heard that superb wild horses can be found in the hills of Macedon. With such animals, we might be able to combine your father's tactics with those of the mounted warriors we just observed. Let's see if we can locate these wild horses. Wait, let me talk with my father for a moment. Father, wait! Can't you take a moment to discuss the battle with me? He seems too busy just now, Your Highness. Come, let us resume our studies. We will search for the horses of which I spoke.
So there we go. I think it skipped a little bit of the speaking. Just as a cavalry arrived, I'm not sure. 500 food? Would you rather kill it for food? Nah, this will give me some cavalry, or at least by the sounds of it. And for those of you who don't know the story of Alexander the Great, I personally am very well versed, you could say, in Alexander the Great's history. I love history, especially Greek history, and Alexander the Great's got the same name as me, so instantly that's a real thing for me.
Yes, these are the very horses we've been looking for. Let us herd them back to town and into the stables.
Yep, so I'm Alexander myself. I don't think I've ever mentioned my name on the channel. It's always just been ProudPidgezard.
Assassination. Regicide. Alexander's father has been murdered outside the city gates. The killers must be found and put to death for their horrible crime.
You must kill the 3 assassins who murdered my father. We're gonna get help now. Where are they? Sorry, horse.
We are under attack. Yes, master. Okay, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Hopefully the assassins don't get hit anymore.
The assassins have been executed, but this hollow revenge offers little comfort. For I have lost my father, and shall never speak with him again.
With King Philip's death avenged, all of Macedon is prepared to accept Alexander as their new king. Alexander and his esteemed tutor are due at the Macedonian town center, where the young prince will enter into preparations to take the throne.
Bring Alexander and Aristotle to the town centre.
Yes, sire.
Which is right here. So it's been about 10 minutes and we've not done much in this episode yet. Copper houses and bronze houses, you don't usually see that, usually the update. I suppose this is the campaign, so.
Young Alexander is inside the town center now, waiting to be declared Macedon's new king once his final phase of training has been completed. Initiate his training.
Eureka! I have figured out how to utilize the horses my master and I located during our studies. When Alexander emerges as the new king, he will be able to train elite mounted warriors at his stables, and they shall become his companion cavalry. What's more, I may be able to help my master further. If I can travel back to Mytilene and get some of the herbs I found there, I believe I could use them to spread disease among our enemies.
Now this is very dangerous when you go to sail back. So if you're going to do it, be careful.
Hoist the sails. Aye, aye, Captain. Hoist the sails. Aye, aye, Captain.
The hurricanes went down, you know, they usually stay.
Hoist the sails. Aye, aye, Captain. Hoist the sails.
Did maybe a bit too much damage there.
Yes, the end is coming.
This is optional doing this bit. I'm just doing it to show yous.
Ahoy! Hoist the sails.
With these special herbs I have collected, I am ready to help Alexander subdue those who would rebel against him.
Ahoy!
I'm going to wait in that transport healing. And you get some civ points for doing that then, so I recommend doing it. 5 extra won't help me just now, but it'll help at the end up. Alexander the Great has nearly come into the strategist who we know and love.
All hail Alexander, son of Philip, new king of Macedon. The armies and the buildings of Macedon are now under your command. A messenger from the south rides in haste to the city. Dire news is no doubt upon his lips.
Sire, I bring grave tidings. Believing that both you and your father are dead, Athens and Thebes are in rebellion. Even now they are assembling armies and preparing for war, in violation of their treaties with Macedon.
In order for Alexander to secure his throne and solidify Macedon's hold on Greece, he must put down the rebellion by destroying the armies of Athens and Thebes.
So there we go. Defeat Athens and Thebes. Right, let's see, who are you? You're the Royal Minister.
Yes, my lord.
Right,
Certainly. Yes, as you wish.
so you go to that
Yes,
farm and you go there.
Yes,
Is there no gold or iron mines
as
about?
you wish.
So there, Felix. And here we can get the special companion cavalry. So let's shift we get a handful of them. It's E for them, yep. And A for archers, yep. Perfect. Let's get these to go to war. I think I'll keep the citizen I've got just now. Go for more of an army.
All hands on deck.
Did they actually move?
Our Greek cousins depend on phalanx units backed by stone-throwing engines, sire. But with your new cavalry, you can attack them from the side and eliminate them quickly. Indeed, with cavalry such as this, no army on earth shall be able to stand against you.
So basically, if they've got, what was that, Athens, but that's presuming Thebes. Yep, Athens. Oh, Spartans. Hill tribes, and that's that.
Ahoy! Aye,
Right,
aye.
let's go, quick control here.
Hoist the sails. Aye, aye, Captain. Hoist the sails.
Right.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hoist the sails.
We're under attack.
Aye, aye,
Alas, Aristotle has died. Alexander must continue on without his tutor's counsel.
Oh well. It was just to see if we could. If it would have helped us quite a bit, but it's no worries. There's stone there. Right, that way. You're just a horseman. I don't really need you right now, so go up here and see if there's gold and iron mines, because they would be pretty handy. Stone, stone, stone. Right, so there's going to be nothing else. There's too much stone there for there to be something of worth. So 4 of them left. Right, 3 of each left.
What will you give
Let's get the archer's attack up.
What will
Now, I like the strategist better than anyone else because they heal your army. Well, there's only 100,000 each farm. I'll never use all of that. Oh wait. Palace acts as a temple, that's pretty good. Town centres obviously for scouts, but I don't need them. I wonder if it's up this road. Probably they'll just go on this road to fight. Oh wait, there's Thebes, where's Sparta? Maybe Sparta's up this road? I don't know. Last one. It's a decent army we've got.
Where should I go? Where should I go?
20 phalanx. 2, 4, 6, 8 archers, maybe 9, 7, 8 archers, yeah. So that's everybody. Then my cavalry is go to the side. Now go to the side there so that I line up there, not back the way. And let the army form up. That fully upgrades them. I don't know if we'll meet them outside the city or what. Like, I don't know if we'll meet them outside the city or whether I need to actually.
We are under attack.
There's the answer there. Use common attack stone throwers. Archers. Attack the stone throwers because they are killing a lot of my guys.
The Theban army has been routed, and the assembly of Thebes has sued for peace. Macedon has received a tribute of gold and iron from Thebes.
For honor and
That's fine, so 5 more points. That's fine.
I have defeated an army and conquered my first great city. But it is an achievement I cannot share with my father.
So these going to build an army like what they did at the rise of Athens.
your orders.
Overall, I never lost that
Your
much.
orders.
It is everybody healed. Let's get some more archers. And we may as well grab 6 phalanx.
Where should I go?
And we'll just go down there and see the Thebans. Give them a wee visit.
Cavalry, forward. For honor and glory.
We'll see where they are. There they are. get these stone throws. Yep, yeah. Once you focus on the stone throws, everyone else falls.
The back of the Athenian army has been broken, and the Assembly of Athens has declared a truce. The Athenian Assembly has also paid a tribute of gold and iron. Sparta, threatened by the brilliant young king of Macedon, has entered the war. Even now, Spartan troops are marching on Alexander.
So the Spartans are marching on me. 15 and 16 for that, that's fine.
Yes?
As you wish. Certainly. As you wish.
Yes, my lord? Certainly. Yes, my lord?
You
As you
build
wish.
an archery range,
Yes.
and you actually still collect wood, sorry. Dispute if Spartans were protecting the palace. If it's destroyed, everybody rises up against me. That's a good thing to note. 2 transports, that shouldn't be too bad. Are these sending soldiers to help? No.
Yes, my lord. As you wish.
Right, who's getting here?
Certainly. As you wish.
Let's
Certainly.
get the doubles built.
Yes.
Build
As
that
you
one
wish.
first.
Yes, my
and
lord?
you.
As you wish.
Yes. Certainly.
Why did they not
Yes,
start
my lord.
building? Why did they not build that? Don't know. I don't have a clue. So the whole tribes don't know where they are. Whoa. So they've got siege engines, okay. I just saw more red down the bottom there.
The city is under attack. If the palace is destroyed, the panicked citizens will revolt, and Alexander's reign will end here.
We're under attack.
And Alexander.
Olympus speaks. Yes, my lord.
Yep. Let's just shoot them. Then when they come through, they'll get some troubles to deal with. Which looks like they'll be through soon. Let's shoot these guys. Right, so it's doing an auto save again. What, 25 minutes in? Well, here's the first break.
Where should I go? Cavalry, forward.
Yeah, good. Yeah, can I got them in there between everybody? Oh, wow, we've still got lots. all these archers are doing their job, and
Yes, certainly.
I've got lots of towers back here.
Your orders? To victory!
Kalos. Stolma.
Where should I go? To
Just want to attack
victory!
him, that should be it.
Dauda.
On the throne!
Yes?
As you wish.
Yes, my lord, certainly.
Yes. As you wish. Yes, my lord.
Where should I go? For honor
Should
and
be the
glory.
last ram. Upgraded attack, in fact upgraded everything. Perfect.
Sparta, Athens, and Thebes have all been defeated by Alexander's armies. Greece is now united under strong Macedonian rule, and greater conquests lie ahead. Soon all the world will know the name Alexander the Great.
Oh, perfect. So, was there any iron and gold mines? Nothing at all, you had your... There's a lot more than 3 transport ships worth of guys there. I'll tell you that for free right now. Here's what you should do. Land there. Get Aristotle to walk to there. If you can get a boat there, drop him off. Basically get around a long way. Yep. Oh well, thank you very, very much. Oh wait, no. Never mind, never mind. We've got the stats to see. Poor Aristotle's dead, but we still have the stats. So summary military economy society was all mine. Timeline my population went up. Dropped a wee bit there against the Spartans at the end, but not as much as what theirs dropped. I dropped there against Athens. Then a wee drop against Thebes. I did better against Thebes than Athens, I think. Military killed 105. Nice. Army size Sparta 1, yep. Hill tribes were there, yep. Society hero count. Technically because he had King Philip probably. Citizens, I didn't get any more citizens, but we researched a lot apparently. Nice. So thank you for watching. ProudPidgezard out. To the